Our job is to report the news, not fabricate it. That's the government's job.
Well, this is something many of us see coming over the past few months, and I have to say rightly so. It's beyond doubt at this point that the woke joke, formerly known as the National Trust, are in serious hot water. Not only are they up for review by the House of Commons over their recent love for all things woke and unsupported by the country at large, because they are doing this while attempting to belittle people who donated their own property to them so future generations could enjoy it or to avoid inheritance tax. One of the two, I expect. But like the government, the National Trust is no more than a bunch of caretakers who serve only to preserve and protect for the next generation. This year, both have failed miserably, with the government ensuring its legacy will be failure, lies and corruption, while this woke joke National Trust will be remembered for the disastrous policy change by the board, which obviously has now come to a head with National Trust members who it seems are cancelling memberships in their droves and giving the board what for at the latest annual meeting, because they have been absolutely slammed for trying to smear Churchill's name, the names of many others who donated their stately homes to them, and general support for the Burn Loot murder group that, like we all know, is just a group of puppets used by the political elite. It obviously vanished like a fart in the wind, a bit like Boris Johnson and his conservative values this year, and maybe even the National Trust could find itself away like a fart in the wind, as I said. A debate is scheduled to be held on its future this Wednesday, though I expect it will actually remain. MPs will likely tell it to stay away from wokeness because the public do not support it, and when their support goes, the National Trust follows, and rightly so. But the Telegraph picked up on it, so we will take a quick look at that and what some of the members had to say about the National Trust, and laugh at those who get woke and go broke, because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. It says, National Trust members have accused the charity's board of directors of pushing a witch hunt into the lives of past property owners and pursuing a woke agenda. One member condemned the trust for defaming the memory of Winston Churchill in a recent report linking his properties to colonialism and slavery, while another said she was cancelling her membership because the trust was now too political. The news came as 26 Conservative MPs wrote to the Telegraph on Monday saying history must neither be sanitised nor rewritten to suit snowflake preoccupations. A clique of powerful privileged liberals must not be allowed to rewrite our history in their image, ahead of a debate on the future of the trust in the Commons on Wednesday, as I said. But those Tory MPs for once are right on that. Nothing can be rewritten to suit any snowflakes, that is for sure, and the clique of powerful privileged liberals can go and take a running jump. The Trust's decision to publish a controversial 115-page report into the links between its properties and slavery and colonialism in September was one of the main themes of the 1,000 questions submitted by members at the weekend. The first 20 minutes of the meeting were dominated by the row as questions from angry members were read out by the Trust Secretary Paul Boniface to the online meeting. One member, Diana from Leicester, asked why is the Trust spending ill-afforded sums on researching slavery within houses and generously gifted properties and land. The majority of members just want to see beautiful houses and gardens, not have others' opinions pushed down their throats. Which, let me tell you, is the same for the country at large. Obviously not about beautiful houses and gardens, but everything in general. No one wants this politically correct, woke Marxist bullshit shoved down our throats. In fact, we'll kick it back down yours. You can all fuck off with it. I am sure 100% of you will agree with me on that. Another member, John from Wareham, said, why has the National Trust been instigating a witch hunt into the lives of past property owners? Your members wish to enjoy the properties gifted in good faith without having to endure the unfortunate woke agenda of the modern trust management, which I do have to say, some of these comments from these members are extremely damning. They are taking a big fat shit all over the National Trust and its woke agenda here, and I've got to say, I absolutely love it. It goes on, in the Trust report, Churchill's Chartwell residence in Kent was highlighted alongside those of profiteers and slavers because he was a former colonial secretary, which has got absolutely fuck all to do with it, and what happened back then has no relevance to now and the norms of today. Things that were acceptable back then are not acceptable now, and things that are acceptable now were not acceptable back then. The two cannot be compared. One member, Sally from Windsor, accused the Trust of defamation of Churchill's name in connection with slavery, adding, why do this about a great man who saved the country from defeat in the Second World War War, amongst many other great deeds. Now, I would have to say he didn't save us from defeat in the Second World War, he led the country to victory in the Second World War. The soldiers of this country saved us from defeat in the Second World War, alongside our allies from the world over who fought alongside us. But we must always remember, soldiers win battles, not politicians. Carol from Boston asked the board, why doesn't the trust concentrate on their upkeep and stop being political? History is history. You will lose members and waste money. We intend stopping our membership. And that there is probably the best thing you can do. When something gets woke, you send it broke. And it appears many of these members are planning to do it. Sue from Bedford asked, why is the National Trust pandering to the woke brigade? Because they've been infected with it like everything else. Will you reconsider your ill-advised foray into research that links colonialism to slavery? With the best of intentions, the result is to blacken the names of many of our heroes and horrify loyal National Trust members. It doesn't just horrify loyal National Trust members, it horrifies the whole country because this woke bullshit, like I've said, is not supported. And naturally, the Trust itself, Director General here, has to defend it. Hillary McGreedy, the Trust Director General, defended the research into slavery and trust properties, saying, the majority of our visitors just want to enjoy our properties, and of course they do, but there will be people who want to know more, and we need to be able to respond to that as well. To which I would respond with, these fuckers have Google on their phone, they can look if they really want to. There is going to be plenty of Marxist propaganda out there that makes Britain look like shit. I mean, let's be honest, they can just walk into your local school and they'll get it there. So the National Trust does not need to put any of this bollocks in there, which is kind of a given. But she said, this is a really valid thing for the Trust to do. It is in no way about shaming anybody. The money, we strongly believe, has been spent well. Well, the people who provide you that money would beg to differ, and when they cancel their membership, let's hope you got some money still to spend, you stupid cunt. On the reference to Churchill in the report, she added, there was a connection. He was Secretary of State for the colonies. I trust the public to be able to hold all of that information and come to their own conclusions. We are not going to try and hammer this into people. But you did it, so the woke brigade that you pander to can use it to hammer it into the government and try and get this shit overturned and remove our history. We know what their plan is. It's kind of fucking obvious to anyone. It finishes up with Tim Parker, the Trust chairman, who was criticised for describing Black Lives Matter as a human rights movement, in a letter last month said, we are not members of BLM. Our mention of BLM is merely a reflection of our belief that we should not have a society that is racist. It is no more or no less. But since you are a National Trust there to just show people nice houses, you shouldn't even be getting involved with it at all. This is what people are saying, you complete fucking idiots. Trying to defend your stupidity is never going to help. I hope as time goes by, you will see that in no way the Trust has become a political organisation that has been taken over by a bunch of woke folk or anything of that nature. Well, I'm sorry to say, we can actually see it already, and hopefully the MPs on Wednesday will take you to task, but since they're politicians, I really don't have much hope. Look at what they have done to us this year, the snivelling bunch of shitweasels.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.